Hi, my name's Jenn. I'm going to give you a product review on this humidifier. I've never had a humidifier before, but I often wake up with a really dry skin in the winter and puffy circles underneath my eyes. You can't see the radiator here, but I've got one of those old water heated radiators that can be really dry, especially when you turn it on in the winter. So GENIANI is the brand I decided to go with, and there's a variety of reasons I decided to try this one. I'm going to talk to you about price, I'm going to talk to you about size, I'm going to talk to you about where I put it in my room and some of the features that this one has, because like anything, you can buy something that's very inexpensive or very expensive, but you need to understand like the space that you want to use it for, how often you want to fill it up, where you want to place it, how heavy it is, all those things, how noisy it is. So let's talk about this one. So brand is called GENIANI. I'll show you how to use it and then I'll use it. Make sense? We're going to open up the lid. It's very simple, easy to figure out. You open up the lid, you pour the water inside. You do not put any essential oils in here, it'll cause mold. But there is a part on the side that you can just press, come out, and there's a little bit of foam on the bottom, and you can put a few drops of your favorite essential oil. And then it's got a cord, and just make sure you use the manual to understand where you plug it in. Extension cords, nothing's covering it, all that safety stuff. My biggest problem was I didn't know how big I wanted to go, how noisy it was going to be, and if it was going to physically fit on this shelf. So those were my deciding factors. This one comes in a multitude of different sizes. There's one that's smaller than this and there's one that's bigger than this. This is 4 liters and it comes in multiple colors. So make sure that you look around to find the one that's best for you. And then I just wanted to measure it to make sure that it fit on here. I didn't go with the smallest one because I didn't want to have to refill it up with water so many times. And I just wanted to make sure it was kind of like a middle of the road price point, which I achieved. The length of this one is 23 centimeters. And then the width of it is 16 centimeters. And if I take it off and I put it onto, this is also 23 centimeters, so I knew it would be long enough, but I wanted the hole on the top to be able to, you know, get the steam out into the room. So it works just fine. It's a tiny little bit off the lip, but it's 29 centimeters long. So there was more than enough space, and I figured that all out before I bought it. So let's fill it up with water. Now it's 4 liters, so it takes more than just 2 of these, but we're gonna do 2 for you now. I do it before I go to bed. It lasts more than my sleep. So also when you're making sure to find out which size you wanna get, you wanna check that. How long does it last? How long do you need it to last? Somebody asked me if there was a sensor on it to say how much moisture is going into your room, because I didn't realize this, but too much moisture can be bad. And it does have a sensor on it, so it allows it to go up between 40 and 60% moisture in the room, so it's not going to give you too much, which makes me feel great. I just learned that this morning. And it's as simple as putting the lid on and pressing the button here on the side. And there's 3 different ways that the steam comes out from the top. So it's a tiny little light. So if you have a dark room and you're using it at night, there's a little light, so understand that. And the last thing is it doesn't make a lot of noise, but you can hear the steam coming out. For me, it's like a white noise and it doesn't bother me at all. So I'm gonna say I'm overall very happy with the machine. I've been using it for 7 or 8 days, and my skin, like my mouth, doesn't feel dry when I wake up in the middle of the night, and that's really important to me. And I live in a cold climate, so I hope that that was all helpful.